Nelson series. Nelson was a great naval commander in England who died in service. He was considered very devastating as an admiral leading a fleet into a very interesting battle. So they named a wrestling move after him, the Nelsons. The Nelsons are a series of quarter Nelson, half Nelson, three-quarter Nelson, and full Nelson. There is a rearward full Nelson and a frontal full Nelson. So I'm going to have Mr. Ken here come out, and I'm going to put in a couple different Nelsons. We're going to explain what they're for. I think TV's wrestling has taught us that it is a submission hold. I've never seen very many stand-up submissions to it. Usually the person's crumpled up against the wall. Someone's trying to make him say uncle. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So we're going to look at, I think, really why people used to use the Nelson. It is a really good attack. I want to get Mr. James out here too, because we're going to set a little scenario. James here is arguing with Ken, and I'm helping Mr. James win a fight. So I'm going to apply one of the Nelsons, one of the lesser Nelsons here. So I'm going to apply a basic Nelson like this, and bends his head over. Now, the purpose may be so that James could hit him, or if these guys are just arguing, and we have a nice beam over here, I'm going to run in, catch him, put his head out in a bad position, and ram him into a stationary environmental object, such as a pillar beam that someone could swing at it with a beer mug. So that's one way a Nelson can be used. Another way a Nelson can be used is a sneak attack. You get kind of in the middle here. I'm not going to take him down, but I'm going to illustrate how it can be done. So when I go into the full Nelson, here, and you think it's a submission hold, and I push, he says uncle. But the way it would be used is to do an inner heel hook. So I trip him, and I ride him down, and his head hits the ground first, with my body weight on his back. The same way with the front Nelson. The front Nelson, like this, is to pull his head back, and I heel hook him and ride it down to the ground, such that my body weight lands on with his head bent back. It's going to be a horrible hit to the skull, and it's going to do a lot of damage to the neck. The neck will be fully flexed, and that impact, that's when you pop vertebrae. So those are ways Nelsons were probably used to run someone into an environmental object. Walls, floors, pillars, or to make them an easier target for another person. So that's segment on Nelsons. Hi, this is the Wizard segment, take 2. I have with me James and Ken, and we're going to look at a move out of wrestling. It's known in Kenpo as the uppercut break. In wrestling, they call it a whizzer. I call it the whizzer myself, and there are counters to it. So we're going to look at how these are applied. So I have the gentleman come up here, we're going to demonstrate slow-mo a little bit, and we'll explain it. So we're going to do the ever-popular punch, the ever-popular shield and mace, and then we're going to go into the whizzer. And you guys are pretty good at it doing slow-mo, so let's have a look at it. James is attacking. He's going to apply the whizzer. There we have a nice shoulder lock, and it's putting pressure on the shoulder. And now James is going to show from the back.